Hey guys, what's up? It's
Hello, Big
been
Nugs. How are you?
like a month, so I chose to
It's
do
2010.
a late spoiler video. I
We're
guess it's
back
not
to
really
that
spoiler
Apocalypse
video if
World.
it's
I'm
this
only
late.
86k from
Video for
99
Modern
now.
Horizons.
Very nice, dude.
Some low effort content
One
since
more day
it's
of
been
farming
so
then.
long since I uploaded. A little over a month now. I've been just really
I'm
busy.
good, mate. Yourself?
But excuses aside, let's just get
Two
to
rares looking for more today.
Mythic spoiler. Looking at the new cards for Modern Horizons.
96
First,
defense.
do I
You
think
finished
this set's
Resident
gonna be
Evil, so.
good? Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Too
I
bad we
think
got
this
that
set's
one
going to be
slow with
incredible,
time.
actually. There's a lot of
Well,
really
video, like,
insane
probably
cards. You can
two.
see the Urza
Streams
right
will
here,
be
the Yawgmoth. I think this is going to be
And then
great in
obviously when
Hapatra, the
Alpha comes out,
Hapatra deck
everyone
that is
can
just
be
going to
in
absolutely love this thing. I might build him
Depends what's out, really.
just as a commander itself because I don't have a mono black commander, and he does a little bit of everything. Protection from humans is not super necessary in commander. It's not as much a threat as it is in modern. Maybe it'll do some in modern, but I doubt it at 4-drop. Um, the sack outlet, pay 1 life, and another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature, and draw a card. That's one trigger. By the way, I mean, you have to do pay 1 life and sack a creature, but is that really that big of a deal for all the stuff you're getting off of that? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And you can draw, or excuse me, you can pay 2 black, discard a card, and then proliferate. People are really undercutting Yawgmoth right now, and he's kind of daddy. I'll put up a closer picture of that so you guys can see him, but that is daddy right there. He's got the Phyrexian symbol for a belt. Pretty sick, pretty sick. Urza, we all know about Urza. He's overpowered, not overpowered, but at the very least, really good. He's gonna be. People are saying CEDH, but
Some of them just like keep healing over.
I mean, I don't know much about CEDH. I just hope I don't have to go against this, but we'll see. I hope I don't have to go against this too much at my LGS. I just hope I don't have to pay like four that people are 3 other people are playing him against me. That would really rain on my parade. Sarah, it looks sick. I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot. It might go in Angel Tribal decks and Commander, but hey, whatever. The Seasoned Pyromancer. I actually really think this thing is sick. From Young Pyromancer to Seasoned Pyromancer, this thing is pretty sick. I don't know if it's going to do a whole lot in Modern. It is a 3-drop. It is red. Maybe this is something they want. I don't know. I have a mono red deck for my Modern because red deck wins, of course. It's in the name of the deck. But I like it. I think it's cool at the very least. Just kind of see this. I mean, isn't this supposed to be like in the past, sort of though? So I don't totally get like. I don't know. Cool card though. Like I think it's supposed to be in the past because this is Urza. You know, I mean, he's not a Planeswalker, so it's pre-Brothers War. At least I think. I don't know. This whole set's confusing, but it has good cards. This level up Hex Drinker card, kind of dope actually. I think it'll be, if it had Trample, I'd like it a lot more. But it is just a 1-drop that you level up and gets protection from everything, like Progenitus, which is super sick. It's a lot of mana you got to dump into it, but I think it's worth it. I think it's pretty much worth it. Ranger Captain of Eos. I'm pretty sure this is an upgrade to an older card, just called Captain of Eos, whatever. And I like it. This is pretty sick. It's a tutor on a creature, which is something I'm way more a fan of than just flat out tutors. I don't know why. Like all the vampire one, the dinosaur one, and the merfolk one from Rivals of Ixalan. I love those things. Those things are perfect. Echoes of Eons. This thing is nuts. This is the real deal here. I feel like this is almost literally a reprint of oh god, one of the Power 9 cards. I'll probably put it up since I can't remember the name of it. But this is the real deal. I think this will see Modern play. Pretty dang sure, because Modern, there's plenty of graveyard decks that would love to just refill their hands with this. Like, are you kidding me? Flashback for 3? That's pretty insane. Cabal Therapist. No, maybe, but no. I do love the art though. It gives me that oh god, there was some game that had art similar to this. I'm forgetting everything. It's too early in the morning. I'm still
yeah, probably my
still drinking coffee.
The video is called Absorbing Tecton's Power. That's the video title.
Aria of Flame? I don't actually remember what this one does. Oh yeah, this is like the risk reward burn card. I actually really want to play with this in Modern, because it's just kind of silly. Give your opponent 10 life, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, put a verse counter on Aria of Flame. Then it deals damage equal to the verse counter to target player or planeswalker. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Maybe this is okay in in a commander aggro deck, but maybe like a Kess deck. But I don't super know. This thing could definitely get out of hand if it's not put down really immediately, especially in Kess. Actually, when you're just constantly slinging spells back and forth, this thing can get up to like 4 or 5 in one turn, and you're just burning people left and right. That doesn't sound like a lot immediately, but I think it's okay. I actually think this is pretty okay for 3 mana. Give someone 10 life. Not liking that too much, but the last bit is that can get pretty dirty, especially if you don't mind politicking your way to victory like I do. This can be pretty sick. Unbound Flourishing is disgusting. I actually really love this, and you should try to get as many as you can because this thing is nuts. The art is pretty cool too. I like how it's just like this one dude over here, and there's like all these Hydra heads. Some of them are being formed. I'm guessing with that, so that's what this bit is. This thing's gonna look ridiculous in foil. I love what it does. It doubles your X spells. It casts them again if you cast an instant or sorcery as the next spell. Creatures like Hydras that have X in them will get double the counters. That's pretty sick. Yeah, no, that thing's legit. That thing is super legit. In the right deck, of course. I really want to build a deck around this. Force of Vigor. I don't really like these force cards too much, especially this one. This one's kind of meh. This one's okay. This one, 7 Cannon Art, gotta love it. Force of Despair, gotta love this man. He's making a movie, by the way. You should look into it. I think he has a small trailer to it. If he does, I'm pretty dang sure. I'll put something in the description for it because I gotta rep the boy. I gotta rep the boy. Force of Rage. No. No. This one's okay. At worst, it's okay. The black, the blue, and the green are okay. The white and the red. I don't know why Wizards hates white and red, but they just seemingly get some of the worst shit ever. Red either gets like a low cost spell that does something, or like this Goblin Engineer we'll talk about here in a minute. That's pretty good. But white, man. Poor white. Boros is just not meant to be good. Well, it was good in a draft for one of the guild sets that just came out. I loved oh, I can't remember the name of the whatever they had, that thing that gets counters when things attack. I loved that. That was a lot of fun in draft. Astral Drift. People are really wanting to build decks around this. I like the idea of it. I have playsets of all the cycle lands from Amonkhet, so I'm ready for this to be a deck. Archmage's Charm. This is nuts. I think this is absolutely insane. It's a cryptic command for 1 colorless less, basically. Counters a spell, you can draw 2 cards or target player if you feel like being that guy, or gain control of target permanent with CMC 1 or less. It's more of a modern thing on the bottom there, but that's still really good. You want this in Commander, especially for like the top 2 parts. Sometimes you need a counter spell, sometimes you just want to draw cards, and it's instant speed. That's nuts. This is gonna slot right into every. Oh, excuse me. Every vampire deck. This thing here, this Cordial Vampire. Whenever another vampire dies, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. Excuse me? Excuse me? I don't know if Edgar needed more vampire support, but this is nuts. I love this. I loved Edgar's, the card that got me back into. Excuse me. Precon was the deck that got me back into Magic. I started kind of playing Commander, but I had a really bad Karavek deck, who was my first commander from way back in the day. Karavek himself is awesome, but as your commander, he's like a 7-drop. His effect is nuts, but he's easily removed. I put him in the 99 of my Zancha deck, and he does work. If you don't have a Karavek, you need to pick him up. He's disgusting. Goblin Engineer. This is Goblin Welder, but nerfed a little, or maybe a little better. I can't remember. I have to look up Goblin Welder, but I like this. I'm building a Goblin deck right now, and I have an artifact deck I'm working on as well, so I'll hopefully get a couple of these when I'm getting packs. Ariel's Influence, Ariel, whatever. Eula? Let's go with the Eula. I like that. I love the art on this card, absolutely. The bear theme in this set is pretty neat. Look at her down there, Eula, Queen of the... We'll talk about her in a second. Discard a land card, create a 2/2 green bear token. It's okay. It's just okay. Daughter of Runes, as everyone's calling her, Giver of Runes. It's okay. It's not as good as Mother, but it's still good. I like it. It gives protection from colors, which Mother does not. I like it. I also love the cores. Cores are just like humans with cool like, I don't know, tattoos on them. Pretty cool. Bizarre Trade Mage. This is just a reference to for old people. That's all this is. It's good. It's not bad. At the very least, it's a wizard. So, excuse me. The Manala decks will love this. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards and discard 3. You may or may not want to trigger this twice with Anala. But hey, it is a wizard. It is a human. But the wizard part is what really piques my interest. I like it. Dead of Winter. It's pretty sick. If you're running a bunch of snow permanents, which I won't be. In fact, personally, I'm looking at a lot of the old Snowland hate cards. Because whenever people want to get something cool, like, oh man, I have all the snow art, or snow art, full art Snowlands, I'm going to blow all of them up. Or all your snow permanents are gone. There are plenty of old cards. I'll put some up when I edit this video. I think some of you guys would want some of them too. Like, I'm sure everyone's going to have a bunch of snow permanents because this is the newest set. People are going to slot stuff into the decks. This is far from a bad card. If you have the right setup for it, it's a great card in the decks that it's good in. You can really say that about any deck, any card. This one, it's good. It's just good. I like it. Pashilakahak Mons, whatever. Reference to another old card similar to Bizarre Trade Mage here, but it's actually not bad, especially for a Goblin Commander. I like it. Is it better than Krenko? Absolutely not. Is it good in Krenko? Of course. Ayula, Queen Among Bears, Bear Tribal. Sad that it's when a bear's gonna get the Lord. You just need like 1 or 2 Lords and it's gonna be good. I still like this as a commander though. On Thin Ice, this is Chained to the Rocks, but for Snowlands, it's okay. Flusterstorm, you know what Flusterstorm is. It's good. It's good if you like counter spells. Endling, finishing up the Ling cycle. It's good. It does what other Lings do. It's fine. The Menace and the Death Touch I like a lot too. The Undying. This thing is nuts. I do like this a lot. Planebound Apprentice. This is, what, Sneak Attack for Planeswalkers? Something like that. It's good. It's insane. If you're running a Super Friends deck with red in it, do this. You want this. You absolutely want this. Concord Opie? I like it. It's a hate card. I love hate cards. Mostly because they tend to be cheaper than the actual like cards they're hating on. You know, if someone has a bunch of expensive artifacts, this thing's what, $3, $4 or whatever. I don't know the price. I'm just saying it won't be very expensive after this set's been cracked. Don't look at the prices now. They're completely inflated beyond hype right now. But I like this. This is insane. The art is really cool, reminiscent of slightly older art. I would love to see more Ophies. I love the way this dude looks. And it hates artifacts. It's great. Captain Sisay. I don't really care for all these 5-color dudes that are going around right now. I don't really like 5-color permanent or 5-color decks very much in general, because if you get messed up in a 5-color deck, you're pretty much screwed on mana, or excuse me, yeah, on mana. But I do like that it tutors for other legendary permanents, so your legendary tribals, Dominaria, hey, here you are. Future Sight, pretty sure this is a reprint. It's an older card, so it got reprinted into modern. It's good. Look at the top, play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play that card. You may play the top card of your library. That's good. And the art is pretty dope. Makes me think of like a Walmart edgy t-shirt, you know, the ones with like the skulls and such. But it is cool. I like this. Nether Spirits. It's probably gonna see a modern Spirits kind of deck, but I don't like it. I'm only really here to talk about the Commander cards, to be honest. I don't like this too much in Commander, because you're gonna have more than this in your graveyard at almost any given point in the game. Slivers, listen, they're back. You know what they do. They're incredibly annoying. Bring lots of board wipes. That's all I can say. Just bring lots of board wipes for these things. This one is pretty good. This pretty much doubles the damage you're dealing to everything. Well, not doubles the damage, but whenever they take damage, so if you block with something, it reflects the damage basically, and that's nuts. That's annoying. Slivers are annoying. Bring lots of board wipes. Crushing Footfalls. I think people are saying this is gonna be good in modern. I can see it, but it's kinda, you have to wait 4 turns to get. Oh, it is 2, but I don't know. We'll see. This is, oh, what is this? Cyclonic Rift in white. You want this. This is another one of the cards that is really the real deal here. Like this is an insane rare. It's gonna see Commander play till the end of time. It'll probably see Modern play. It's especially in those blinky decks of like Amanatu. You want this. This is really good. Marilage, again. Marilage is back. That's cool. Another way to get her out. I like that. Plague Engineer. I like this. This is a hate card. Something you'll learn about me in Magic, at least in Commander. I love hating on my opponents because these, like I said earlier, these cards tend to be cheaper than the cards that they're actually affecting. I'm not a budget player necessarily, but I don't like spending $100 on a single card. Not that this will shut down a $100 card or anything, but it'll at least slow down this person's expensive deck. And I like that. I like that a lot. I like these kind of cards a lot. And of course, this is great in Hapacha where you're already spreading a lot of -1 counters. This will do work in that kind of deck. This is insane. I feel like it's got the cycling, so if on the times you don't need it, you just pitch it, you get a new card, no big deal. But each land in your hand has cycling for red. This is just free mana at this point. This is nuts. This is pretty good. Hermit. This is just another Hermit Druid. It's good. It's not good, but it's not bad for your Squirrel Tribal. Play it. I don't know if you can hear that, but my bearded dragon's running around in their aquarium right now. A little cutie. We're getting to some of the uncommons. I don't know how many of these I'll talk about. I'll look over them, and most of them are pretty okay though. There are some I definitely want to talk about, but this one in particular, it's okay. Mirrodin Besieged. I absolutely love the art on this card. I'm a big fan of Mirrodin and the Phyrexians. Like that set's really cool. The lore in that set is really interesting too, with Karn and it's just cool. It's just really cool. Let's read the card. It's battlefield. Choose Mirrodin or Phyrexian. Mirrodin, whenever you cast an artifact spell, get a 1/1 Mir. That's good. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 15 or more artifact cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses the game. Alt win condition, or alt lose conditions, I guess in this case, are fun. I recently met someone who has nothing but alt win con decks, and it was really interesting. I've never seen something like that. I mean, I have, but not like every win con deck, or alt win con deck. That guy was really cool. He was a fun dude to talk to. And I like meeting people who go against the grain like that with their decks. It was really cool. So I'm sure this dude is just losing his mind over this deck right now. Carrion Feeder, reprint, great. Great in Modern, probably great in Commander. It's a free sack outlet essentially. You don't have to pay anything and you sack it and it grows. Can't block. That's the only downside, but it is a really good card. This, I'm not sure how to feel about. Like, you can, when it enters the battlefield, you search your library for a mountain. Cool. It attacks each turn of Fable, so it will die eventually, and here's why I don't like it. When it leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a mountain. Listen, in red, that's not super exactly what you want to do, unless you have like a Lord Windgrace deck, but this does, like, you're basically replacing a basic mountain with a shockland, one of the shocklands that have mountains in it. That's good. That's really good in my opinion. You're fixing your mana, you're just getting rid of a mountain essentially. That's good. That's really good. Genesis, reprint. It's good if you can get it into your graveyard. Don't think this will see Modern play, but it is pretty okay in Commander. Happy to see it reprinted though. It's pretty solid. This Worm, this is a snow permanent effect based card. Firebolt, new art. I like it better than the old art. It's not exactly my style of art, but it is pretty okay. Crypt Rats for your rat tribal. You know you want this. Oh man, it is a big mana sink, which is pretty cool. It's like a sort of board wipe, and it deals a bunch of damage to players for X mana. Great for mono black, especially for like an herb workout. You're just gonna blow everyone up. I like it. Miss Syndicate Naga. I don't think I've actually read. Oh, this is one of the ninja cards. I am actually super excited to build. Yuriko. All these ninjas make me just moist thinking about all the new ninjas in Yuriko I can have now. And I think the Command Zone already said that they're gonna have a one of their guests is gonna be someone running the Yuriko excuse me, Yuriko deck. So I'm really excited to see that actually play. But this looks pretty fun. This looks really fun. It makes copies of itself. It's okay. Dismantling blow, destroy target artifact or enchantment. If spells kick, draw 2 cards. That's good. That's good. If that's other, as long as other in order, this is good. Then oh, what's his name? I'll whatever. I'll put it up when I see it. But this is good in that specific deck or anything that has lots of enchantments and auras being attached to it. It's good. It's okay. I love the art on it. I'll definitely give it that much. I'm a big fan of like the whatever the heck is going on here. Some sort of celestial divinity angel dude. Like look at the wings. Like the art in this set. Wizards has really taken the art in Magic to a whole new degree lately. Like it's looking back at some of the more recent sets in like the last 5-ish years. The art's been kind of way too samey. It looks like they've been trying to get more artists on board. And I'm a big fan of the people they've been choosing lately, especially giving my boy Seb like 15 cards a set. Like that dude is putting in work. When it's the battlefield, if you control another exile target permanent, return the card to the battlefield. Okay, just a flicker owl if you have snow. It has flash. Probably okay. Not something I would play though. Slivers, you already know. Goblin Matron, reprint, needed reprint. Not because I don't think it's too expensive, but just that having this in Modern might help goblins, but I doubt it. It's 3 mana for a tutor, for a 1/1 tutor at that. But I do love this in Goblin Tribe. I already have some of the old ones laying around. But it's already have one in my Kranko deck, so no big deal to me. But if you're running goblins, you want this. Even if you have a couple of goblins in your deck, you want this to get the card you want that's also a goblin. Glacial Revelation. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Maybe put in a snow permanent card again. If you run a snow deck, there you go. Sliver creatures you control have exalted. It's slivers. It's slivers. Cunning Evasion. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to its owner's hand. Ninjas. You want this in ninjas. This is pretty okay in ninjas. It saves your dudes too in non-ninja decks, so maybe you want this. Maybe you don't. Decipher for yourself, but I actually really like this card. It's a 2-drop enchantment. Doesn't do anything when it comes out, but if you're attacking a lot, you might want this, and the art's pretty cool. Feaster of Fools. I like this card. It's got Convoke, Devour 2. It's pretty easy to get out for a demon. Good in the Liliana's Contract decks, of course, because you want more demons in that deck as many as possible. And the Convoke make this super easy to cast. The Devour helps it grow. I like this. I like this a lot. Goblin Oriflamme Flame, whatever. It's good. It's not good, but attack creatures you control get +1/+0. It's okay. It's pretty much okay, but I like it in the Goblin decks because you're only attacking with a bunch of 1/1s anyway. Why not make them 2/1s? Maybe you're running in that deck if you have a slot for it, but there are much better enchantments than this. Lawn War Tribe, they finally bound it together. This is good. I actually really love this. I'm currently building elves myself. I'm trying to finish out my tribals. And this is going to slot perfectly into that add 3 mana. Please. And it's an uncommon. Like, it's pretty good. 3 mana, 3/3 that adds 3 mana to your pool. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The Cultivator. Enters the battlefield. May discard any number of lands. Not a fan. I like the art though. Whatever the hell's going on here is pretty nuts. Pretty big fan of that. I like the clashing colors they got going on in a lot of this is crazy. Like the green with the purple, that's nuts. This creepy dude down here, like, what the heck? What is going on here? This art is some. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm skipping over everything here. Another sliver with whatever. A changeling. Changelings are back in this set, and that's pretty insane. I'm a big fan of changelings. And when it's the battlefield, return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. You want this. You want this in your tribal decks. Draw cards, Splice and Arcane. I love the art. I don't think it's necessarily the most insane card ever, but I love the art. Let's try that. Nah. It's too loud. Clacky keyboard. This Generous Gift, you want this in every deck that has white. I'm just going to say that. You don't need to know anything else. Put this in all your white decks. It's good. Destroy target permanent. Make a 3/3 elephant out of whatever the big thing they had was. You want that. The 3/3 elephant is not nearly as dangerous as the Craterhoof Behemoth. As dangerous as Jace. whatever. You want this cat tribal. I think this is a reprint. I'm not too sure. Maybe if it's not, you want this in your cat tribal decks. Exclude. I don't know why they like these awful 3-mana counter spells so much. I mean, you draw a card, so it replaces itself, but I don't know. It's easier to cast than cancel, I think, but nah. Sadistic Obsession, the creepy dude. It's good. Okay, maybe it's not for 4 mana. I mean, maybe it's okay if you just don't have anything else that puts -1/-1 counters on things for Kapatra or whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Guardian over here. This spell costs 1. Actually, this could be insane. Imagine dropping for 2 red, a 4/4 flying haste dragon for 2 red mana. That's pie in the sky ideal here, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. At the very least, I think it's okay. Saddled Rimstag. Oh, it's okay. It's nice. It's really, really pretty art. Like, this looks like a whole ass painting. I love this. It gets +2/+2 as long as you had another creature into the battlefield. It becomes a 4/4 on your next turn, or whenever you play another creature. It's okay. Splicer skill. Yeah, no. It's okay. Fact or Fiction used to be one of the greatest cards, basically. I'm sure it's still pretty good in Modern, but 4 mana for a spell in Modern is really pushing it. I don't know what decks it would fit in. And people are just smarter now. They kind of know what a deck's going to do when the piles are separated. Good luck. It's still a good card, though. Shatter of Assumptions. I'm all about this art. This looks just downright insane. Choose 1. Target opponent reveals their hand. Discards all colorless non-land cards. Target opponent reveals their hand. Discards all multicolored cards. This is okay in Commander, especially if you know you have a dude in your playgroup that runs artifacts, or for some reason someone in your playgroup has that new Niv Mizzet. This just ruins their day completely. Like, this completely ruins their day. Even in you cast it on someone you're not entirely sure what's going on, this is still pretty good. Sorry, my lizard's just being goofy right now. I don't know what's going on over there. Pillage. Think this is a reprint. If it's not, I like it. Destroy target artifact or land. It can't be regenerated. It's good. It's okay for 3 mana. They love these 3 mana blow up lands and artifact cards. They haven't printed many in a while, but this is good. It's okay in there's some Modern deck that's all about this. I think it starts with a P or something, but it's really good. Regrowth. You know what Regrowth does. It's good. Valiant Changeling. Not in draft. This thing's gonna be nuts because you're casting. Well, not nuts, but it'll be pretty good for. It'll be basically if you have another Changeling out. I like the 1/1 or the 1-drop 1/1 black one, which is a nuts card in my opinion. This just comes down. It becomes 2 mana at that point because all Changelings are all creatures, so it reduces its cost immediately. And you get a 2-drop 3/3 with double strike. That's pretty okay in my opinion. Phage, this tentacles squid illusion. The art is again bonkers. I'm all about this. This is cool. Whenever you draw a card, that's okay. I mean, in a deck where you know you're drawing a lot of cards, I don't know if this is necessarily something you want, but if for some reason you just want a big squid dude, cool, do it. Do what you want. Sling Gang Lieutenant. This is good, but I don't know why it's not red. I guess it would just be too much like Siege Gang Commander that's cheaper, which would have been really nice. It's okay. This is Aristocrats for Goblins, but why wasn't it red? It's my only question. Ravenous Giant. I think this is a reference to an older card too. Oh man, I'm belchy today. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 1 damage to you. It's good in limited, I imagine, but otherwise, meh. Maybe it's not good in limited because you're just pinging yourself, but it's okay. It's maybe it's not. Scale up. Everyone's talking about this with Infect. That's good. This can kill someone super easy. I can't until end of turn. Target creature you control becomes a green worm with base power and toughness 6/4 for 1, and you can overload this. If that didn't sound good to you, I don't know what does. This is pretty solid with Infect. Vesper Lark, Weather, what's it called? You know what I'm talking about. It's the other white dude. It's like 2 more mana than this. Flickers. It's good. But this has Evoke. I don't think Revelark has Evoke. If it does, I don't remember.